Los Angeles, the city of angels, home to dreams, movie stars, fortune, sunshine, and shadows. But underneath the celebrity gossip, studio lights, and influencer filters is something older, something stranger, something that was never meant to be seen. A hidden world carved beneath the surface, in steel, stone, and secrets. Some tunnels are historical, some are abandoned, and some are sealed for reasons no one will admit. Welcome to the Los Angeles Tunnel System, a spiderweb of corridors beneath one of the most powerful cities in the world. Some say it was built for utilities, others say it's used by the elite, and a few believe it connects to something much, much deeper. Like this video and subscribe because we're about to explore the city beneath the city and what's been hiding down there for over a century. Part 1. The Known Tunnels. Long before the Walk of Fame was etched into the sidewalk, Los Angeles had a reputation for something else: smuggling, crime, and secrecy. In the 1920s, Los Angeles was booming, and so was organized crime. During Prohibition, LA built a vast network of underground tunnels. By day, they moved money, prisoners, and officials. By night, they moved alcohol, bodies, and sometimes both. From the basement of City Hall, you could walk underground to the Hall of Records, the courthouse, and multiple former speakeasies, all without ever touching the street. Some tunnels had hidden rooms, stash compartments, or even secret bars that catered to LA's elite, from judges to gangsters. After Prohibition ended in 1933, the tunnels were declared obsolete, but they weren't filled in. They weren't demolished. They were just locked. To this day, urban explorers report finding new corridors, steel doors with no handles, stairwells that descend into darkness, and entire blocks of tunnels sealed off by concrete slabs and rebar. Why preserve access to a system that's supposedly useless? And more importantly, who still has the keys? Part 2. The Undocumented System. Ask the city and they'll tell you LA has about 11 miles of historical tunnels. Ask the people who work underground, the utility crews, contractors, and security guards, and you'll hear another story. A story of sealed access points, unauthorized maintenance activity, and doors with no explanation. In 1972, a construction crew working near Bunker Hill reportedly drilled into an unmapped hallway. Within hours, men in suits arrived and shut down the site. The crew was paid, sworn to silence, and the hole was filled in. In the early 2000s, a maintenance worker claimed he entered a tunnel near MacArthur Park and found a heavy steel door with biometric locks, the kind used in military facilities, not city sewers. No markings, no city stamp. Just a blinking red light and the sound of fans running behind it. Some areas of downtown LA have black zones, areas with zero GPS signal, no Wi-Fi, and cell reception that dies without explanation. Even emergency services can't always reach people there. The city calls it a dead spot. Others call it a boundary, the edge of something that's been buried and protected. Part 3. Tunnels that predate Los Angeles. Before Hollywood, before the railroads, even before Spanish colonization, the land beneath LA was already considered sacred and dangerous. The Tongva, the indigenous people of the LA basin, told stories of spirit tunnels, breathing holes of the earth where entities passed between worlds. Spanish missionaries in the 1700s found vent shafts and hand-carved stone tunnels near their missions. Some expanded into storage, others sealed without explanation. In the 1800s, Chinese railroad workers created small passageways beneath the city to avoid harassment and violence. Over time, these grew into networks connected to gambling halls, tea houses, and temples. Then came the elite, railroad tycoons, oil magnates, and early film studio bosses, who built private access tunnels beneath hotels and civic buildings. Some were used for business, others were used for things less official, and some were never documented at all. How many of these early tunnels were filled in, and how many are still down there? You can walk past them every day and never know there's a forgotten hallway just 20 feet beneath your feet, waiting for the right key. Part 4. Modern Uses and Mysteries. Some tunnels are still very much in use, but not by the city and certainly not by the public. In downtown Los Angeles, especially near Skid Row, police officers have reported hearing voices deep in drainage tunnels, then finding nothing after full sweeps. Multiple homeless individuals have gone missing after being seen entering tunnel access points. Some were never found. Others were found different, terrified, refusing to speak. And then there's what urban explorers have found. Military MREs packed and sealed, dated less than 2 years old, medical-grade gloves, zip ties, and stretchers, multiple reports of motion sensors and cameras in areas the city claims are abandoned. In 2019, one explorer uploaded footage of a tunnel that ran beneath a luxury hotel in Beverly Hills. 2 weeks later, the video was deleted. His channel was wiped. He hasn't posted since. Coincidence? Maybe. But in 2020, a massive tunnel collapse occurred underneath an old building just blocks from downtown LA. Local reports blamed it on erosion. But drone footage caught a glimpse of what looked like a freshly reinforced passage, lined with steel ribs and lighting cables. Why would anyone be reinforcing a tunnel that's not on city records? And who would have the budget or the influence to do it unnoticed? Part 5. Elite Access and Dark Whispers. If tunnels are still in use, who's using them? That's where the speculation turns darker. There are persistent, and largely ignored, claims that certain Hollywood elites have private access to parts of LA's tunnel network. Insiders have described secret elevator shafts in high-end properties, reinforced loading docks that connect to below-ground corridors, unmarked maintenance entrances in hotel sublevels. Harvey Weinstein's former assistant once testified that he held off-site meetings where no phones were allowed and arrivals were untrackable. Multiple LA locations associated with him, now abandoned, have sub-basement levels never mapped in public zoning records. Puff Daddy, now embroiled in scandal and investigation, was known for underground after-parties in the early 2000s. One of the venues, a closed-down subway entrance retrofitted into a private club. Of course, these are just whispers. But then we get to the boring company. Elon Musk's tunnel digging project started in Hawthorne, LA, allegedly for solving traffic. But beneath the press releases and flamethrower merch, there's something strange. The company built a high-speed tunnel prototype that isn't connected to public infrastructure. It was tested, sealed, and never opened to the public. Musk himself admitted the tunneling wasn't for cars anymore, without further explanation. So what is it for? And if Musk, the richest man on Earth, can build a tunnel in LA with zero public oversight, what else is being built below us? And by who? Part 6. Connection to dums and control. The deeper we go, the more it starts to look like Los Angeles isn't just a city, it's an access point. To what? That's the question. Researchers who track deep underground military bases, or dums, believe Los Angeles is a key hub in a much larger system. One theorized tunnel connects LA to Edwards Air Force Base. Another leads toward Dulce, New Mexico, where whistleblowers have claimed interdimensional experiments are being conducted beneath a mesa. And still more are said to lead to Vandenberg Space Force Base and even to classified logistics sites beneath the Mojave Desert. The most controversial theory? That LA's tunnel grid is part of a covert transport network for high-value cargo, whether that means weapons, tech, or something else. Some investigators, especially those tracking trafficking networks, believe the tunnels have been used for moving people undetected, avoiding cameras, checkpoints, or flight manifests, hosting off-the-grid locations for private events. It sounds extreme, but how else do you explain the sudden disappearance of high-profile cases, the buildings seized quietly under asset forfeiture orders, the rumors of underground black sites hidden beneath the glitz of Sunset Boulevard? A tunnel system like that would need a major city as a cover, a conduit, and a buffer zone. LA fits the profile perfectly. High noise, high mobility, constant construction, perfect for hiding activity in plain sight. There are places in LA where, according to whistleblowers, GPS fails, compass needles spin, and cell reception dies instantly, even above ground. Seismic scans have revealed voids the size of football fields, buried beneath industrial parks and film studio lots. Who built them? When? And most of all, why? You won't find these ideas on the city's website. But you will find unexplained utility orders, sealed permits, and sudden closures, followed by silence. And in some cases, silence isn't the absence of sound. It's the sound of something watching you from the dark. Beneath Los Angeles is another Los Angeles, a world of concrete, steam, shadow, and silence. Some tunnels are history, some are utility, and some may be far more dangerous than we've been told. They connect the city, they connect the elite, and maybe they connect to something not of this world. We don't know how deep they go. We don't know who built all of them. And worst of all, we don't know who's using them now. Comment below, do you think the tunnels are just urban legend? Or are they part of something bigger and hidden in plain sight? Like this video and subscribe, because next time we're going even deeper into the tunnels, texts, and secrets they've tried to bury for centuries. If you're a fan of this type of content, be sure to check out the video on strange disappearances that no one can explain next. It's right up your alley. And until next time, Necessary Evil Entertainment reminds you to be good or be good at it. Thanks for watching.